everyone! Welcome to Traveling Spoon with Ivy. As you know from the last videos, we've been having a little bit of a break, but now we are back to my cooking videos. Today we are making a pound cake. Pound cake is a classic recipe that calls for 1 pound of butter, 1 pound of egg, 1 pound of flour, and 1 pound of sugar. Then you end up with a 4-pound cake. Seems like a little bit too much, right? But since the cake is a 1-1-1-1 ratio, we can shrink it down to anything as long as they say at the 1-1-1-1 ratio. We are going to make a smaller ratio, still 1-1-1-1, but instead of 1 pound, it's going to be 100 grams. And we will be making them into cupcakes so that they're easier to enjoy. The ingredients you will need is 100 grams of butter, 100 grams of eggs equals 2 eggs, 100 grams of flour, and 100 grams of sugar, a pinch of salt, vanilla extract, 1 splash. This is optional, but I will be adding some orange zest just to punch it up. The tools you will need: a cupcake tin, a spatula, a piping bag, a peeler, and an electric mixer. You could use a hand mixer if you don't have one of these bulbs, but I feel like this guy is easier. Do not use your hands or a whisk. It's gonna be too hard. The first thing we will do is beat our eggs in our mixing bowl until they are very, very foamy. Crack them in. A lot of slaps. Now that the egg is beating, we will melt our butter until it's liquidy. But we can't just melt it like this, otherwise it's going to go everywhere. So we'll melt it into a ball. We'll be melting it in the microwave for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now that our butter is all liquidy and melted, we can add it into our egg mixture, which has become such a foamy buddy. Look at that. Boy. This is only 2 eggs. Look how much it is. Sugar's next. Vanilla extract. Zest of the lemon. You don't really need too much zest. It's just for the flavor. There we go. We'll have to sift in our flour in case there are any lumps. For sifting the flour, we'll use a sift. Put the flour on first. Hit it. That's probably enough. Once all the ingredients are in the bowl, we'll mix for just a couple more seconds, maybe just 10. a few seconds. Once it's consistent, you can turn it off. It's not that foamy anymore. Hey. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees. If you have a fan force oven, preheat it to 160 degrees. While it's preheating, we'll put our mixture into our piping bag so that it's easier when we put it into our cupcake tins. To make sure that when we're piping, it doesn't go everywhere, we'll secure the top bit with a rubber band. Before we put the batter into our pan, we will have to grease the pan. Normally, you have multiple ways of doing this. You could just do spray cooking oil, you could wipe room temperature butter in them, or in this case, use a tissue paper with some cooking oil. I'm doing the third way. So what we've got to do is get our tissue paper and dip it in some cooking oil. And then just quickly wipe our pan. Now that we've greased our pan already, we'll have to cut the tip and start pouring. But careful once you cut the tip because it will go lump. Just remember, don't make your tip too big. We've filled our cupcake tin. I did 9 cupcakes. The oven's preheated already. Let's put it in now. The cupcakes take 15 minutes to cook and they are ready. These cupcakes are very fragrant and are ready to enjoy by themselves, but we can do more. Let's make a strawberry buttercream icing to top these delicious hand cupcakes. I will be using 50 grams of frozen strawberries, slightly defrosted. Let's cut up our strawberries then into dices. Then we'll add some white sugar and put them in the pan until they're caramelized. We'll put 50 grams of sugar and a pinch of salt into our pan and then put our pan on the stove on low heat until they start simmering. You don't really need to stir it. I can already see the juice. Turn the heat off when the berries are soft, but don't let the sugar cook too long, otherwise it gets burnt and browned. This is the texture we want. Sugar's runny, amber color, and berries are soft. So for buttercream, you need butter. 100 grams of it. Until it's nice and soft. We'll add them into our butter and continue beating. Let's put them into the piping bag. Tie it up with a rubber band, like what we did with the cupcake mixture. Ready for piping. The cupcakes are cool, and now we can take them out of the pan and start icing them. I'll be using a plastic knife to just quickly run them around so that they can easily be taken out. This one. Let's start icing our cupcakes. We finished icing the cupcakes, and I'm just gonna use some of this cookie dust that I have. You can use cocoa powder if you don't have it. And it gives me Christmas vibes. These amount pound cupcakes. Let's give my pound cupcakes a taste. See what it looks like inside first. You can see it. Take a bite. I can taste the orange zest with the strawberry cream. It's simple yet delicious. Try this recipe at home. Let me know if you like it. Like and subscribe, and let's be friends.